I just got back from the dentist. We had to do some work on the Invisalign and figure out what our next moves were and all sorts of things. But I just got back and I am itching to do a little bit of decorating here in the living room where we just got the fireplace built-in made over. By the way, y'all are making my day with the fireplace built-in makeover. What are you doing?
You said you were itching.
You're making my day because the comments are so kind and they're just so like, they're precious. And I thank you for that. I thank you for being so nice to me in the comments of that video. It's literally made my day. Most of you are nice all the time, but I feel extra loved from the comment section of that last video. So I thank you, because a lot of times it can be really heavy on a YouTuber whenever you get so many opinions coming at you at once. And I can't imagine how people who get easily, I almost knocked over a little cup of water. I don't know how people who get easily offended or their feelings get hurt easily. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it because I have feelings of steel. It was really, really, really hard to hurt my feelings. And even then it can feel heavy sometimes. So I want to thank you for being nice in the comments of that video. It's literally made my day. I want to do some decorating in here, but look, I got to show you this, okay? You see these glasses? I ain't wore these in a hot minute, have I? That's because they've been broken and I told Shane to put them together with my sunglasses. Shepherd rod hook ear thing, and it's working. I'm telling you, I have the brain to be so innovative. I could literally build a raft with dry spaghetti noodles. Well, I could think it up and Shane could execute it. I couldn't do it. We got a lot to do today. It's the afternoon, but we still got a lot to do today. We're gonna do some decorating. I bought some curtains. I'm really excited to get hung up in the living room. I'm really excited for the living room to just come together. And today we're gonna frame out these windows and we're going to get some curtains hung up. I've also got to prep for birthday girls. Their birthday's tomorrow, and I've got a lot of prepping to do. I've got a lot of everything to do, so let's do the daggone thing.
Yes, you're pretty. We know that.
I'm getting a thumbnail. You wanna do a thumbnail with me? You can smile better than that, sir.
We're gonna pull these off first, then we're gonna take these off, and then we're gonna cut some pieces of wood, slap them up there. What did we do? What did we do here?
I don't know, yeah.
What in the world?
What is it?
We put.
Looks like we hung gum on the wall.
We put caulk in these holes, but we never smoothed them out.
Well, that's a you thing, not me. I can't even reach it.
I don't think that's a me. This seems
Why
you.
would I get a caulk gun? And where would
This
I reach
seems
that?
like a Merina thing.
Well, you were pulling a Merina then, because I can't even reach it.
Listen, if I was pulling a Merina, I wouldn't be able to reach it. I think you got on my
Really
ladder.
blaming me for stuff that he
I
did.
think you got on my ladder.
I did not.
I think you spat in these holes.
You literally put gum in the holes it looks like and painted over it.
No, that's you.
Just go get the Wrigley's is what you said.
You know, this 30-year-old trim says, just take me out. Marina says she's going to hammer in the nails. Let's see how this goes.
Are you implying I can't use a hammer? Are you implying I can't use a hammer?
Oh, by the way.
They were laughing at me in the last video because I used the crowbar. Apparently
Backwards.
I used it backwards.
I was saying that. That's why you tore it up, you goofball. Oh yeah. Stop. Beauty.
I'm offended that you are acting like I can't use a hammer.
Another 80 hits. You might get it in there. It just gotta go in.
No more milk back in the sink, please.
Are you supervising me?
I want to make sure you don't hit a finger. You're pretty. Y'all see her pretty nails?
Listen, don't look too closely because they look really pretty, right? Everybody at the dentist was talking about how pretty they look, but look, that right there is completely coated in super glue because I super glued these on. It's completely, it looks like it's like a whole different nail. It's like textured. It's also got moon pie hair stuck to it. Ain't no more thing, chicken wing.
I'm never giving up on you. I'm never giving up on you.
I've got a piece of 30-year-old trim in my eye. I'm going to get tetanus.
But I'm never giving up on you.
That's the baby. That's baby pie. She's beautiful. So even though I'm hanging up curtains, I found perfect curtains for in here and curtain rod. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait for y'all to see it. Even though we're doing all that, I still want to frame out this window with thicker trim. It had that 30-year-old double wide old Clayton style trim, and like Shane said, it was like, take me out. It was wanting to be taken out. So it was just breaking at the drop of a hat. So we took all that off, hammered down the nails, got the nails out that wouldn't hammer down, and now we're going around and we're doing angles for the thicker wood trim. I think this is 1x4s if I'm not mistaken, and this is about the size I wanted. It just is a good enough size to kind of like bring attention to the trim but not overpower the curtains, because I want the eye catcher to be the curtains, and this trim here is just gonna kind of finish out the windows itself, like just make it look more finished, I guess. It'll be an accent to the accent. I forgot to mention something in the last video whenever I was showing you guys how to do the brick method. If you put joint compound anywhere, it has to be sealed or it's not going to be cleanable. It's just going to come right off all over your hands. If you lean up against it, it'll be all over your shirt if you lean up against it. Ask me how I know. You have to use a finish on it, whether it's a polyacrylic, polyurethane, whatever it is. I usually coat mine with polyacrylic, but some people don't like to do that because polyacrylic's known to yellow. I've never had that problem though. That being said, I'm scared to use it on the new fireplace because it's such a big project and I don't want it to yellow. It's never yellowed on my bricks ever. I've never had that issue, but I spent hours joint compounding this fireplace. Shane spent hours joint compounding the fireplace. It was such a project and I just don't know what to use on it. If you guys have any suggestions, I'm all ears. One thing I know I will not use on white projects is lacquer, because I see the state of my countertops. I use lacquer underneath epoxy on my countertops and they are so yellow that it's almost an orange color. So definitely no lacquer, but if y'all have any other suggestions, I'm all ears. Okay, these are the curtains that I got. They're the exact curtains as the ones that I have right here. Same color and everything. I wanted to keep that theme going throughout the house. But these are 84 inches long. So they're gonna go from the ceiling to the floor versus where these stop right above the window seat here. Last time I put curtains up, you guys gave me a phenomenal idea. So many of you guys said to get the wrinkles out, to put them in the dryer with a damp towel. So we're gonna do that while the caulk is drying on the window trim. Every year I make the girls birthday cake, cupcakes. You good, baby? Whatever whatever we're feeling that year, in whatever character they want. So usually they'll ask me for a specific character, and most of the time it's different. Very rarely is it the same. This year it's the same, but most of the time it's different. So we have 2 separate birthday cakes, 2 separate characters, 2 separate things. This year they're wanting the same thing. So I've got to figure out how to do a particular icing I'm wanting to do. I'm going to make the cupcakes from scratch, and I'm going to make the icing from scratch. The icing has to be poppable icing so that I can use the, not the churn, the butter, what is it? The popper. The popper, y'all know what I'm saying, the icer popper thing. It's gotta be specifically icing that's thick enough for me to do that, to ice the cupcakes with the popper thing. So while the curtains are in the dryer and the caulk is still drying, I'm going to start on the cupcakes, and I probably will have to stop in the middle to put the paint on the wood once the caulk is dried, but then I'll have to wait for that paint to dry before I can hang up the curtains. So we're just going to kind of break it in between and we're going to multitask, do some multitasking around here. I don't have a particular like cupcake or cake recipe I go to. I always just like literally scroll in any mini miny mo on Pinterest and find one that way and hope for the best. And I found this one and it looked really good because it was supposed to be like really moist cake, but I decided to add some coffee to it because a bunch of people that I was watching on Pinterest and all this stuff, they were saying coffee and chocolate cake mix is amazing. It makes it so much better. And I was like, well, I don't know how that's going to work out, but it does. It makes it so much better. I use the coffee from my faux Keurig, my Great Value Keurig, and I used half of, just like a little half cup in the cupcake mix, and it made the difference. I will do that from now on anytime I make a homemade chocolate anything. And even if I do like a box cake mix, I will definitely use just a little bit of actual coffee in there because it was super good. I'm making a bunch of cupcakes, but then I'm going to make an extra batch of the same exact kind of cake mixture that I came up with based off of that recipe, and I'm going to make a cake. So this isn't going to be perfect. I'm literally doing just a mom like cupcake thing. Like I'm not a baker, I'm not a decorator of cakes by any means. I just try my best, and my kids were so happy with how it turned out, and that makes me happy. It definitely, Walmart could have done it better. Walmart could have done it better, but I wanted to put the effort in. I wanted them to see me put the effort in. That was really important to me, and I want them to have core memories of me doing this stuff for their birthday. Like I want them to remember that. It's cool to go get cakes and stuff at Walmart, and they're really cool, especially when they're character cakes and they're fancy. And Walmart does such a great job decorating in Food City and all those places, but I want my kids to remember me putting in the effort, me doing things out of my comfort zone for them. That's what I want them to remember me. I want them to remember Mama struggled in so many areas, but Mama did everything she could to make sure we had memories and we had a good time. So while I'm working on the cake, Shane is over here working on the trim. He's caulked it, now he's painting it.
Stressing in the morning, I gotta keep up with life. Got no regrets, I count my blessings, but I'm still getting no sleep at night. Getting out of the house, I heard an eagle in the top of a tree. I had tools and I got a feeling it was saying something to me. I'm calling my father, telling him all the things that and bangs and the crashes on the way to my dreams. Although I'm a mother, I could need some advice, a little pat on the shoulder for that long bumpy ride. Always going forward, and no one is stopping me. I keep on running from my failures, my doubts and miseries. Everything is as it should, but when then will there be light? I feel like I'm dreaming of symphonies, but I'll keep writing lullabies. I'm calling my father, telling him all the things that and bangs and the crashes on the way to my dreams. Although I'm a mother, I could need some advice, a little pat on the shoulder for that long bumpy ride. I'm calling my father, telling him all the things that and bangs and the crashes on the way to my dreams. Although I'm a mother, I could need some advice, a little pat on the shoulder for that long bumpy ride. I'm calling my father, telling him all the things that and bangs and the crashes on the way
Someday, so let them talk if they want now.
Someday, this could be ordinary. Someday, when we can be extraordinary. You and me side by side, playing the cards we'll say we're gonna be someday. Someday, we're gonna be someday. I'm dancing in the shadows with a wish when I want. It's great to be invincible. It's great to be alive. My appetite is there's nowhere to hide. Oh, actually, falling from the stars. A distant galaxy. Oh, we're not sure who they are. Friends or enemy. You never really know that we're not there. We give me the scissors. It's kind of.
Dry your eyes. I'm not even worried, but I can't hear the silence you describe. Don't be ashamed. We can't always leave this place and go where no one knows our names. Pack your bags. We never needed their permission to believe in ourselves. So come with me. We could spend the weekend doing everything they said we'd never do. In their universe, we're just causing trouble, but nothing can hurt us in our bubble. For better or worse, in an uphill struggle. No regrets and windows down, 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 down. About the others, let's escape the silence together. Just say the word. I don't know when we'll get there, but we're still young.
I'll have to say, I was pretty proud of my homemade popping icing. Okay, I was pretty proud of that buttercream. It popped so well. The color was hard to get though. I used a ton of food coloring and it was so hard to get a vibrant color. So I have to give props to the bakers and the cake decorators out there. I'm telling you, they know what they're doing and they're awesome at it. It's harder than it looks. So I'm just using what I have, and I'm using different tips on these little Great Value popping bag things that I picked up, and it's working out okay. I'm not expecting it to be perfect, but it's working out okay. It is giving baby shower with the muted colors like the pale greens and the pale blues and pinks. I had to stop with the blues and pinks because it was starting to look like a gender reveal, but I added the blue, purple, green, pink, and added it all together, and it looked less like a gender reveal after that. I'm tidying up the mess. It was messy. I'm still sticky. I'm finding sticky spots in my floor still. The icing went everywhere and there was food coloring everywhere. But I'm tidying up a little bit, and then we're going to get these curtains hung. I'm so excited to show you guys how these look in the living room. It just sets it off. I love it. Some of you guys were suggesting I put warmer tones in the living room because the new built-in is sort of sterile. I don't find it sterile, but somebody used the word sterile, and I know what they mean. I know exactly what they mean. I like it like it is, but I do agree with you guys that there needs to be more warmth in the living room, and I'm just waiting until I find the right rug, and then I'm adding things like these curtains that have like a heathered beige in them. They match up with the other curtains perfectly, and they have like this heathered look where they have different tones in them, and I really like the way that it was beige and not gray, because my house is warm. I have, beige, and I have the greens and things. Like, it doesn't look sterile to me, but I do want to add, some greenery over there. I've already bought a plant that's coming. It's on its way from Amazon, and I'm excited to show you guys it. I'm going to decorate with it there, and I want to keep it simple. I don't want to have a bunch of knickknacks everywhere. That's why I didn't put shelves on either side of the fireplace. I just liked it. I liked it to be a focus piece. Honestly, I want it to look more structural than decorative, if that makes sense. And so with that, I'm kind of going around and seeing what I can do to warm up this space and accentuate this accent piece, basically. And so I'm adding these today. I'm adding the curtains along with the frame around the window, and then I'm on the search for the right rug, and I'm on the search for some wall decor to the left of the windows there. I've already figured out what I'm going to do with the pillows situation on the couch. I'm going to also warm it up with some pillows and a throw blanket or two, and I know what we're doing behind the couch, and I know all that, but I'm looking for the right rug. That's really what's got me stumped, and I've seen a couple online that I love. I'm not dedicated enough to them. I'm not in love with them enough to pay the price these people are asking for these rugs. So I'm waiting until I see one at Ross or something. And if I don't see one at Ross anytime soon, I might go looking elsewhere online and try to find something a little bit on the cheaper side. But usually Ross always has me when it comes to rugs. Usually I can walk in there and they got a rug I like no matter what. That being said, the ones I like at Ross are usually really, really big. And I have to have a specific size of rug for this side of the double wide, because if not, it's going to flow over into my kitchen area, and we don't want that. So for the curtains, I went with regular modern farmhousey black hardware. I love black hardware for curtain rods. And then for the curtains, I liked these curtains, and I initially picked them out for the other side of the double wide where the homeschool area is. I initially picked them out because they had the circles and they like draped down, and I really love the way that the drapes look when they're hanging down. So I got those exact ones, just longer ones, and I was so in love with how these looked once we got these up here. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love them so much. So years ago, when I first got on YouTube, I took the advice, and it's taken me years to implement it, but I took the advice of my older generation on here, and they said, Merina, if you do anything for birthdays, do things that create memories, not just things. Don't add things that accumulate in your house that you eventually have to declutter. Make memories. And that stuck with me, and it's taken me a few years to really understand that, but I understand that now. That is exactly what we're doing this year for their birthday, and it's thanks to that older generation that have been there, done that, and know what they're talking about, and I listen to them because I know they know what they're talking about. I always am listening to you guys, and I'm always taking something from stuff that you say because I know that it's worth gold. I don't know it all, but a lot of you guys know a whole lot, and I take that and I take the things I learned from you, and it might be slow, but I begin to implement them into my life, and it makes my life better. It makes it happier. So this round we're making memories for the birthday, and this is what the girls have been wanting so much. They never even dreamed we would do something like this because we don't usually do things like this for birthdays. So they had no idea what was about to happen to them here. They walked in the morning. We had set up their little birthday decorations, their little zombie theme that they love from Disney. We set up those, and they had no idea what was coming next.
Hey, you might want to watch what you're just throwing out there.
Happy birthday, cupcakes. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on. Okay, yeah. I'm putting this on. Happy birthday. Love, Colton. Thank you. I don't know what it is yet. Thank you, Colton. Yes! V-Bucks. Whoa! I want to see it. Whoa!
birthday zombie.
Like a zombie doll. Ooh, little zombies. BRB.
Really? You got one more present?
Yeah, there's one more present.
It's in there. Get it.
Inside?
It's right there.
Right there.
It's right there.
Right there.
It's right there.
It's literally right there.
Their nose. What? Oh my gosh!
Me, you, Daddy, and Jolie are going to Nashville.
Wait, what?
So it's September the 3rd.
Oh my gosh. I was literally telling JC this a day ago that I wanted to go so bad. I didn't know they were still having it. I thought it was just so lame.
The boy and the girl from Zombies 4 are actually in
Look.
it.
I see it.
And those you don't have to worry about being bent. I made a copy of those and blew them up so that we can put them on the bottom of here. And you're gonna be in the same room with Malachi and Freya.
So there's going to be 4 people performing. It's going to be her. It's going to
I
be
think it's way more than that. You got tons of
There's more.
Oh, and more. It says more. And more. His head looks like a slate stop. It's not even connected to the water.
Yeah, I might have had to design faux tickets on Canva because the regular tickets didn't look so fancy. It was just a bunch of numbers and barcodes. But I had a floating head apparently. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning and a night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'll see y'all later.